Welcome back to Tom Talks Gaming. Today we're playing Part 2, Chapter 2 of Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn. This particular chapter we have the feature or the dynamic of the game called, what do you call that? Fog of War. Basically, the characters can only see so far on the map, as if they're close enough. It's dark outside. Basically, that's Fog of War. It's either foggy or it's dark, and you can only see so far as the characters can see. So enemies can be lurking at any corner and stuff like that. Sometimes if you light a torch, it can create light where there aren't characters or make a wider scope of vision. But anyway, that's what Fog of War is. I think it's introduced in Thracia 776. We got Braum here using an axe against the lance. Once again, there's a rock paper scissors mechanic called the weapon triangle. Axe beats lance, lance beats sword, sword beats axe, or at least it helps increase the odds of them winning or hitting or missing their enemy. Let's see here, we got several Laguz units. Laguz are basically units that transform from a humanoid form into an animal. Okay, we're gonna send Nephany this way. I think that guy has a swords. We'll attack with her lance. She's a cool character. I like using her. Anyway, steel great lance. Looks like that'll take most of his health away if we hit. We have a 100% chance of hitting. They got 15% chance. That's good. That means it's very unlikely they'll hit. Yep, they missed. Okay. Let's see here. Weapon level up. What level ups do with the weapons is basically, so sometimes you start at E or D or C depending on the character. It's like a level C. If you have level C for like a lance, you can use a steel lance, I think. Level B, you can use like a silver lance. And then level A, you can like use a brave lance. Brave lance, I believe that's how it works. And then you got the S level, which is like special, like you're super good with it. And then SS level. Anyway, and the better weapons you can use continually. Yeah, anyway. And like level D, I think you have to use iron. Level E, you have to use bronze. I think that's how it works. I didn't check. Laguz stone. A Laguz stone can make a Laguz unit shift to their beast form instantly, as opposed to letting the transform gauge have to get up to 30 before you can transform to the beast form for the Laguz character. Now, after you reach beast form, if you want to get the beast form quicker, you use what's called a Levy grass, and that helps you raise the transform gauge sooner, or keep the transform gauge stocked up, so you can keep on fighting in your beast form. Because the Laguz in their humanoid forms, they don't fight well, and they're more likely to get hit and die. You can die, as I once said, on the stage. But anyway, telling jokes on the stage. I did a comedy bit inside high school called "You Can Die" for like, see, I used the Levy grass right there. There's a comedy bit I did it in high school called "You Can Die," and it killed, so that was cool. So here we go, lance getting sword once again. See, they got the arrow going up on the lance and the arrow going down on the sword, representing the weapon triangle. Here we go. That guy is using a longbow. So usually my wind edge could reach ranged attacks, but with a longbow, he can attack from 2 spaces away, whereas that wind edge attack or most indirect attacks can only do from 1 space away. So yeah, we're gonna send, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. 1 second. I had to cough. I had to move my mouth away from the mic. Hopefully you guys didn't hear much of that. It wasn't such a terrible cough. It was just a cough. Andy Kauf. Is Andy Kaufman's name pronounced Andy Kaufman or Andy Kaufman? That guy's a funny guy. If you've never been able to, or if you haven't done so, go watch Man on the Moon, starring Jim Carrey. He stars as the late great comedian Andy Kaufman. Although I don't know if he considers himself a comedian. A very funny person called Andy Kaufman. Yeah, Andy Kaufman. Yeah, anyway. That guy was ahead of his time. Dude, if he was around when the internet was big and like YouTube was a thing, dude, the amount of views he would have gotten, and like, cause he'd basically go about play it. He's a trickster, and he'd do a little bit of trolling as well, I'd call it. And my lord, that guy's great. One time he got some. One of the stunts he pulled was, I think he got, in the movie at least, I know he did in real life, but in the movie how they introduced it was he got angry at the audience or irritated, and so he went backstage, got a copy of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald and read it to them in like a British accent. I don't know if that's exactly how it happened in real life, but he did, to my understanding, read The Great Gatsby to his audience, which is, I think, is hilarious. He also took one audience out for milk and cookies once. That guy was ahead of his time. That's all I can say. Lucia just got a critical hit on the guy with the longbow. If you go up close to someone who's using a bow and you attack them, they can't attack back because they have a bow, and that can only do indirect attacks. However, if they have a crossbow or some kind of crossbow, like a bolt gun or a crossbow, they can attack if you attack next to them. See, once again, Nefni attacked this guy with the bow. He wasn't able to respond because he can only do ranged attacks, indirect. Here we go. Yeah, level up. Also, what's worth mentioning, as I do in every other Fire Emblem video, inside Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, but also the Path of Radiance, but we're playing Radiant Dawn. In Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, you get what's called bonus experience for when you're back at the base. Basically, the less turns it takes for you the less turns it takes for you to complete a map for a chapter like this particular map, the more bonus experience you get to use back at the base. And bonus experience you can assign to any of your characters, and that way they can level up. So you can if you have enough bonus experience, you can make someone level up like 5 levels without having to have them fight. Or if you just want to kind of like keep everyone at the same level, assign bonus experience to people who didn't get as much action inside during the map. Anyway, let's see here. I think I'll steal the Vulnerary. Rogues and thieves and whispers, they can steal stuff from enemies. Anyway, he almost hit me. 50% chance. Heather, this particular rogue isn't all that great. I've never used her much. Anyway, I just had to edit out something because I pressed the home button for the Wii in order to get on the phone. So anyway, I just edited that out, so it seems like there's a small jump when you're watching this video. That's why. Anyway, back to the game. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Here we go. We're on turn 3. We need the victory condition is to defeat the boss, which I believe is he's in this particular cave. He's near the northeast part of the map. We're moving along. Given a moment or 2, or 3, or 4. Who knows? What am I doing here? I'm regaining my bearings of what's happening here. That's what I'm doing. Iron Dagger. Okay, this will take him out. Hit 2 times, I'll make 12. Oh, critical. I don't mean to sound critical. You really shouldn't be wearing that. Anyway. Okay, now we're gonna send. I think we'll send a Laguz. Now we'll send Nefnia out to get him. Then, no, let's get up close. Let's get up close. Wait, let's have Laguz attack first, weaken him. Yeah, and then I'll be able to kill him with Nefnia. That'll do just fine. And he probably won't hit the cat Laguz because, well, he's got 6% chance of hitting him, so we're safe there. Yes. If that character is about to get damage, I'd say, well, I feel foolish. Don't I feel foolish now? Anyway, okay, we need to take out this. Oh no, that's a Thunder Mage. Basically, mages or magic users that have fire magic, if they attack a Laguz that has fur, so one of the beast tribe, they can do a good amount of damage and possibly kill them. So you gotta watch out for that. And anyone with thunder magic, they can take out dragon riders pretty easily or do effective damage. And anyone with wind magic, anything with wings, whether it's a falcon knight or one of the bird tribes that are Laguz, they can do a lot of damage to. Anyway, we're gonna send Braum right here. Maybe we'll have him light this torch. Burn. There we go. Light, light. When the night is young. For some reason that song has been in my head whenever I'm recording. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have her use the wind edge in case a ranged attack comes near. Someone with a ranged ability. Or a ranged weapon, that's what it is. Ranged weapon. Anyway. Yep. Healer, bowgun. That's a bowgun. That's one of the guys where weapons that if you go up to that guy with the bowgun, it's not like a regular bow. If you attack a direct attack, he can respond with an attack from his bowgun, as opposed to a regular bow. You could shoot 1 to 2 with a bowgun or a crossbow. Anyway, I think we'll have her Galdir to get this person closer. Maybe take out that healer. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Like a family. I don't know. Bronze knife. For rogues, bronze knives or steel knives, iron knives, silver knives, those are ranged weapons. Could up close and then distance attack. But daggers, cards, stilettos, those aren't ranged weapons. You have to do right next to them. Here we go. Kill, miss. A killer lance, a killer edge, killer axe. They have a higher percent chance of getting a critical hit, which pretty much demolishes enemies. Anyway, let's see. We're getting closer to the end of this map. Let's see what we're doing. I want to go down here and make sure there's no enemy units. Cool. That would attack me in the dark. Riddles in the dark. I still need to watch the Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched. I've been talking about it a bit on these videos, how I need to watch it, and I haven't. I've watched it plenty of times. I haven't re-watched it in a long time. I have watched Lord of the Rings plenty of times. You know, I might just want to move up close to that guy to kill him. We'll find out. Let's see. Hell Thunder. There's no dragon units or whatever. I'll just have this cat. Let's see. Maybe I just have her attack with Iron Dagger. Yeah, that'll kill him. Take out this enemy. I'm done, Legolas. I always say that. All these movies I've seen when I was a kid. I remember a cool movie as a kid's cartoons called, like, I think it's called Rockadoodle or something like that. It was basically like this bird, like chicken, and he was like Elvis kind of character. Don't know how else to describe it. Dude, cartoons. Some cartoon movies when I was a kid, they're good. I like the Land Before Time series. Then I also like the, what do you call that one? See, we're up close, very quick. We're up close to the guy with the bow gun, so I'll hit him, and you see there, he gets to respond. We'll see. He missed. But that's a good example of what I was talking about. This is, oh no, Elf Thunder, that's good. We'll go take out this mage with Mordecai, the tiger. Look how strong he is. You can see his ribs. No fat on that cat, I tell ya. Or tiger. That tiger. Let's be clear here. Another good cartoon I like watching is Fern Gully. People, when I was in high school, that movie Avatar, you know, the blue aliens came out and the wind duck toe. People are like, oh, it's the greatest movie of all time. I didn't think so. I watched it. And people are like, oh, it's like Pocahontas in space. I really don't think it's like Pocahontas in space. It's more like Ferngully for quite a number of reasons. They both had a large, and so I did here very quick with the Lagoos. After that guy's bowgun was weakened, I sent the Lagoos over to finish him off. I'm not talking much strategy in this one. I mean, there's not much strategy to be had, especially when I don't see where people are coming. You don't want to send weak. Okay, when there's fog of war, you really don't want to send weak units out into the fray when you don't know who's there. That's why, like earlier, I sent my armored unit Braum down to the bottom corner to see what was there, because he at least could take a hit or two from most characters that might be down there. That's why I did that. Okay, we're getting close to the boss now. Moving closer and closer. Anyway, this is Leanne. She's of the Heron bird tribe Lagoos, and she can let a unit go. She can use her Galdir to make a unit have 2 actions, 2 turns within 1 turn. I hope that makes sense. That after you use the unit, they can be used again within the same turn. I should be battle saving, but I'm not. In this game, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, they have what you call the battle save. I recommend doing it at the beginning of each turn. That way, if you lose a unit or you really mess up, instead of having to restart the whole map, you can just go back to the last turn you saved at, and it's really useful, especially when you get to larger levels or chapters later on, which can take an hour and a half to do the map. Very useful and less frustrating. Okay, that guy has wind magic, so we don't want to send anyone with wings out there. I think we want to send my rogue there to steal that secret book item, though. Help my unit stats. See, now I'm battle saving, because I know I don't want to mess up, as I mentioned. Here we go. There's Braum. He's just coming along. He's probably shoved. No, I didn't shove her. Sometimes shoving units with other units can help you get them to move further. I explained that, I believe, inside part 1 with Micaiah in one of the prisoner escape chapter. Kill again. Kill again. So what I'm gonna do also before the end of this map, I'm gonna take Lucia's silver sword and I think her other weapons, because I won't be able to use her again until part 4 of this game. I'm not gonna say why, because it'd be spoiling some story plots, and that's not what I do with Fire Emblem on this channel for the most part. And so that way I can use her silver sword and other weapons with other characters instead of her just having them and me being able to use them in the last part of the game. Oh, my stomach just started to growl. I guess I'm hungry. Anyway, let's see. Let's finish this map before I go eat food. What's going on? What's going on? Just here talking. Okay. Wait. I'll make sure I get other characters closer. Let's see here. And. Reinforcements. But see, the objective on this map for victory conditions is to kill the boss, the guy with the shield blinking over him. If the victory conditions are to rout the enemy or root the enemy, however you say it, that means I'd have to kill all enemies. The strategy I would have used would have been different. I would have left units behind for any reinforcements that might come, so I don't have to spend a bunch of turns going backwards on the map. But that's not what we have to worry here on this map. Also, a lot of what I use as far as tactics and strategy in this game, you can be applied to other Fire Emblem games. Let's see. Okay. I should have her attack him, I think. And then I could take her other... No, but if I take the weapons away from her, the wind guy attacks, I'll be like defenseless. Let's see here. Let's play this smart. I can attack with the wind edge. That's what I'll do. It'll weaken him. No? What am I gonna... I'm making this harder than it needs to be. Yeah, there we go. I could... Let's just steal Great Lance. Let's do this. Let's do this. At Super. Yeah, me too. There's a Andy Griffith bit called I think it's Mark Antony and Cleopatra, something like that. I don't know. It encapsulates Julius Caesar as well as Mark Antony and Cleopatra. And he said that's when that famous line was said at Tu Brute, and he said, "Yeah, me too." Something a lot of people don't know about what's his name, Andy Griffith, is he did stand-up comedy, I believe. Well, he did do it. I don't know if he considered it that, but he did stand-up comedy, and a lot of his stand-up comedy was him telling stories from a Southern gentleman's perspective. Like one of the stories he would tell would be like I said, Antony and Cleopatra. He'd also tell Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, and another one that wasn't, and then like the Christopher Columbus, Discovery of the New World. A lot of just ones like that, and it's funny the way he tells them, not just by his voice, but what he says. One that's not a story that he does is called What It Was Football. And basically, he gets swept up with the crowd and goes to an American football game, and he doesn't know what he's at, and he's just describing what he sees on the field and whatnot. And what he sees, he just like, when the refs get on, there's like two convicts that went into the middle of the cow pasture with no cows or something like that. It's great. Let's see. I guess I could. I want someone to grab the silver sword, but no, yeah, Andy Griffith. What It Was Football, Hamlet. And, actually, I did Romeo and Juliet in college. His Andy Griffith's version for a novice speech competition. Extra credit for my speech class in college. But then it's my first speech competition and only competition I ever competed at as far as speech. And so I did his version of Romeo and Juliet, and I tied for first. So that was great. First try. It was a lot of fun. I even dressed up in character, combed my hair a certain way, wore a certain suit. Anyway, as you saw, I took away the weapon so I can use it later on. And now I'm attacking, and blah blah blah, he's talking stuff, he's gonna die. Mirage is this. I never look at the enemy boss's names unless they're a big boss, like, here we go. No, I didn't take the sword. That's what I get for talking while I'm playing. He has 1 hit point left. I could rarely have someone finish him off. Unnecessary. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought, because he's going to indirect attack the tiger, Lagoose. He cannot strike back, and therefore I have a whole turn to kill him again and to trade my items. Let's see here. Yep, a lot of reinforcements are not going to reach me in time. They're too late. They're just too late. See here, we're gonna give her the silver sword. Oh yeah, that's right. Bosses tend to be more powerful than the rest of the enemy units on any given map. Remember, after I kill this guy, to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and watch other videos of mine. That I appreciate all the support you guys give and every time you watch it, and when you enjoy the content. That's the best way to support, unless you want to buy my joke book, which is an ebook, and the link in the description down below. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Tom Talks Gaming. Have a great day, night, or whatever it is you're at right now, guys. Take care. Bye.